Hello, everyone. Welcome to Crypto Daily, this week's show. My name is Diksha, and I'm the head of comms at Gator.io. So typically, we talk about the Indian crypto ecosystem, what's been happening in Asia, in Southeast Asia, and a little bit across the world. So let's get started. Um, this year has been really great for crypto overall across the world, and definitely for India as well. There's been so much interest from from institutional investors as well as retail investors. The trading volumes have been extremely impressive, and but there has been a lot of confusion around what regulations does the government want to bring into the ecosystem to prevent everyone's interest. Um, when I say everyone, um, interests. Yeah, I hope you can see me. Yeah. Interests of the investors, of the crypto businesses, and the overall economical interest as well. And looking at the great trajectory that crypto has gained in the Indian market, I'm sure that the next year, 2021, is going to be very, very decisive and very, very crucial in terms of structuring the entire ecosystem in terms of the regulation, the laws, and it'll clear out a lot of confusion that we've been having since March or since June. When since then there's been a rumor of blanket ban, and nothing's been clarified around that. So this is regarding India, and of course, if we have to like talk about crypto in December, we can't really forget the entire bullish sentiment around a number of things, and Bitcoin being the major one here. As we all know, in December, it hit the all-time high, 23K, even more, and it's been extending its wild 2020 rally that we've been waiting for, right? And it's almost triple the value. And as stated by Coinmetrics, it's today the world's most valuable currency. That surged 12%, reaching 23K, as I said, and taking it in year-to-date gains to over 200%, which is huge, right? And as we know that everyone's going crazy, the crypto Twitter, the media, and everyone's going crazy, and we just can't wait, to for it to just grow and for it to bring that mainstream sentiment. I mean, it's already there, but to actually get the mainstream sentiment and get it running and growing next year. Crypto bulls have also pointed to the increased demand from institutional investors. I mean, it's been happening and it's only going to increase, is what's being predicted. Pitching Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation, like gold. I mean the unprecedented times for economies and for general livelihood. And a recent JP Morgan note also claimed that such investor appetite would boost inflows into funds, tracking Bitcoin to replace gold maybe and other assets. Well, also something very, very important in terms of when we're talking about all the positive things and all the growth that we're seeing. Governments are looking at the crypto regulation and the crypto security very, very closely, and very, very. I mean, it's become like a really important matter for all the governments. This just means that crypto is very, very important, and Bitcoin is very, very important, and is our future, because it won't get this kind of an attention from most of the governments across the world. Developed governments, developing governments, emerging economies, everyone. And even Estonia, they about 70% of the crypto businesses in Estonia have lost their license because the government there is saying that they need to monitor, um, and really open up to the new technologies, but they really need to monitor and manage the associated risks as well, so that they can scale it the right way, which makes sense, right? Because if you scale something without structuring and strategizing and looking at the risks, it can really hurt you more than being benefiting. So that's a reason that I really like the step of of strategizing first, planning first, and then scaling the right way. The Ethereum has also touched a new yearly high, and the CME group has also announced futures on this note. They were particularly very interested in the Bitcoin futures earlier, but then now they've changed the way they think, and they've announced Ethereum futures because it's been growing the way it's been growing, and of course it's pending regulatory approval. But CME's announcements comes as Ethereum reached its highest price since May 2018, briefly hitting around $672 US dollars on Thursday. And CME, which has previously said it was focused, as I said, on Bitcoin futures, they kind of are changing their tone. Paxos has pulled in 142 million to expand their services, and this just happened right after Bitcoin surpassed 20k, and they announced a 142 million Series C investment by a few investors, including PayPal, and now they have in total about 240 million in venture capital funding, and Paxos is now one of the highest funded firms in crypto, though the current valuation is not really clear, but the company plans to use the investment to develop new products to institutional clients, and obviously attract the Wall Street to use its settlement and upcoming crypto products. Now, US is also turning to look at how they can improve, or they can not really improve, they can scale the crypto mining efforts that they've been having. They're really the second largest now in terms of crypto mining after China. Obviously, the second largest doesn't mean that they're really close to China, because for Bitcoin, 65% of the hash rate comes from China and 7% comes from the US, which is a huge gap. So so and the startup called Core Scientific raised 23 million this week for mining operations in Georgia, North Carolina, and Kentucky. So its investors are planning to invest and put in more money, millions on mining ventures. So mining is really a focus point for US, which is again exciting. Again, it only talks about the growth, and it only is very, very bullish for the overall market. The Nexus Mutual CEO was hacked for 8 million. The NXM tokens were stolen from from his personal wallet, and the attacker is Nexus's member, apparently. And but they're saying that the pool of funds and all the systems are safe, so it hasn't really impacted the overall system, which is good. The attacker, the way it was hacked is that the attacker gained the remote access to the CEO's computer and then kind of tricked him into signing a transaction that transferred funds to the hacker's address. So that's been big, and it's kind of again highlights the point that how important security is, and how important it is for us to be safe. And that's why at Gate.io we really focus on this aspect of crypto security and transparency, and that's why we you must have heard that we recently launched our S1 cold storage wallet, which is really great and which is going to keep your funds really safe. So we always recommend you to use that, and you can also use wallet.io when you're not actively trading, to safeguard your funds. However, Gate.io, I mean, our system's extremely safe, and as you know, I mean, we've been doing a lot of work around it, and we've had a lot of audits around it as well, the third-party audits. So it's not just that we are saying that it's safe. It's like authorized parties are saying that it's safe. So we do recommend you use our core wallets and wallet.io to keep your funds safe. Um, well, so this is a little bit about the crypto, the overall crypto and what's been happening around the world. Regarding Gate.io, we've been you must have been following our social media handles, and there's so much happening. Of course, there's Christmas around the corner, and we have been doing a lot of giveaways around our recent coins that we listed, and of course our AMA videos, which are of course very famous and very hit amongst you guys. We've been lately having a lot of AMAs on Telegram and on Gate.io Live. Just keep up with what's happening, ask your questions, to the favorite projects that you like, because we get the executives, the CEOs, and the head of, CXOs from these projects to talk about the projects. So that's your chance to ask a lot of questions and just clear your doubts, from the chat. So I would recommend you to attend all our AMAs, whether on Telegram or on Gate.io Live. So recently we've done a couple of them. I think last night we did an AMA with Vero, with the co-founder Ruben. I'm sure you enjoyed it, and if you missed it, you can go check out the playback on Gate.io Live, and do send us questions if you have and there are various ways you can actually reach out to us: Twitter, customer service. And if you have any questions, do drop them in my comment box if you like, because I can get you those answers as well. And again, we've been listing a lot of coins lately, and I'm sure you're up to date on all of it through our Twitter handles and other social media handles. And of course, we as we announced last month, that we have opened the ETH2 staking program after the ETH2 launch. So do keep an eye on it. And we've just recently, this morning, there was an announcement around locking Ethereum and owning ETH2. The lockup is 14 days, and the interest rate can go up to 7%, and it's a first come first served campaign. So do check that out and just hurry up and participate. Of course, it's Christmas, so a lot of giveaways going on, on our social media, and especially on Twitter. So, and on most of these, all you have to just do is just like, retweet us, comment on what you think on various trends that are bullish and that are going on in the market, and refer your friends to to Gate.io. So these are just simple steps to actually win giveaways for most of our discount programs or campaigns on Twitter. So it's fairly simple, and I think it's a great exercise, and a great you can really have a great time earning more bucks and getting to learn so much, right, from our campaigns that are on Twitter. So I do recommend that you should be on top of everything, and the best way to do that is to check out our Twitter handle. Well, what else I wanted to discuss is, so this something really interesting is this week. Last week was kind of the week for crypto quizzes. The first one being kicked off by Larry, the director research of the block, who was looking for an intern, and he found a lot of already highly accomplished people in the space that would make good interns for what he's looking for. And so he did a quiz on that, and that's what made it happen. And this was again inspired by Nick Carter of Castle Island Ventures to make his own quiz. This one was around Bitcoin, obviously, and also Frank Chaparro of the blog also created one for crypto and business journalists. And um, I think you should check the quizzes out. They're really interesting, and I've checked one out for the journalists, and it's kind of a test. It's kind of a test for a financial reporter, and it's really interesting. Anyone who's interested, especially interested in Bitcoin, can check out the quiz from which is around Bitcoin, the theme of Bitcoin. So that's all for today, guys, and I really wish you very happy holidays and a really great year ahead. And keep a tab on what's been happening at Gator.io, and feel free to drop in any questions you have in the comment section, or reach out to us via customer service or social media. I'll see you next week, and have a great day. Bye bye.